flag from the other end so that they can get it on the camera. Love it. Now, isn't that great?
That's right.
That's a...
And here we go, folks. This is Jason Williams versus
Jose Parica.
It's going to be a race to 8.
And Jason is going to take the break here.
And I don't know much about Jason Williams.
I don't either.
If anybody wants to feed us, maybe Don Espinosa can give us
Don will clue us in, maybe.
Yeah, well, we hope you guys are happy here. This should be a pretty good match. Guys, we have a lot of winners on the winner's side.
Boy, don't we, though.
And we're going to keep playing tonight until we get down to the last 24.
Oh, my God, this is going to be a long night. The last 24 on the winner's side?
I'm looking at 32 players on the winner's side.
Well, that was an hour ago.
And, I'm predicting at least 3 more matches today.
Somebody wanted
Bernardo Chavez, the King Kong, is not here.
Is not in the audience here.
But King Kang is here.
Yes,
Amar
that's
Kang,
right. Amar
the Kang of Pool.
The King of Pool. Yes, he certainly is.
That's right.
A lot of good players here today. Rodney Morris, Dave Hema.
Yeah, Dave Hema's here.
Oscar, Ernesto.
Santos. Louis Ulrich. They're actually playing each other right now. They're getting ready to play each other right now.
Amar.
George Michaels is here playing.
Amar Kang. There's a
lot of players.
And Alex Pagalayan, of course, winner of the extraordinaire winner of the Swanee.
Rafael Martinez is here.
That's right.
Kevin May is here. Also, he's a good friend of Louis Ulrich's, and they played quite a lot.
We had 101
together.
Players total, I believe it was.
Ernesto Dominguez and Oscar Dominguez are still here. Marshall Williams, also a real good player. From
yes,
this
he
side
is.
Of town.
That's exactly
he
right.
No slouch.
He has taken it quite high in Reno many times. And my name, Jose Parica. Here you go, Daniel.
All right.
This is your.
My name.
This is your man
Parica.
here. Well, let's see how he does with this opening rack. He's having to stretch out over here in order to get on this 4. Should have pretty automatic shape. You know, I love the way Jose kind of goes around the table. He's a very relaxed player.
Yeah, he addresses it like it's straight pool. Almost.
Yeah. And he's such a pro too that when he doesn't get perfect shape, you just see him like almost throwing his hands up in the air like, "Are you kidding me?" Mm-hmm. Anybody else would have, be happy with the shape he's gotten. We got good music here. I have to tell you, Daniel, I had so much fun with both Melinda Wang and Emmeline.
Oh, good.
On the stream. What great fun that was.
Well, thanks for staying a little longer because I had to run to Radio Shack and buy a 16 gigabyte SD card.
This is why we will be revising our checklists when we go home. It's gotten to the point now where we need checklists. We just have too much stuff. Okay, he's on this 6 ball. He's probably just going to float the cue ball forward, leaving himself an angle to get back over the 8. But he's shaking his head. He's just not liking it. And the reason is because he came a little bit short. So he may run this cue ball around the table. I don't know. I don't think he meant to do that. He did not. Now he's trying to shake out that back arm of his, and figure out what the heck. He's telling himself, what the heck? I can see it. How did I get there? All right, gonna powder up his hand a little bit here. I think he's gonna bank this 7 in and come back around, come back for the 8. There you go, 2 rails. That was a good shot because he needed an angle on the 8 to get back over here for the 9 on the other side of the table, and he's done that with finesse. My name, Jose Parica.
Exactly. That's why I like this guy so much.
And there you go. Doesn't get much better than that. Unless he has to use the bridge, which I don't think he does. I think he's just fine. Plenty of room. There you have it.
Good shot. And
there you have it.
First rack of the match. It's going to be 1-0. Jose versus Jason Williams.
Jose Parica. Great player, great guy. Ernesto Dominguez is playing a match on the table behind this. We'll try to keep you posted on that score.
Just give me a second, Barbara. I'll be right back.
Is he playing Robert Aldana?
Yes, Ernesto Dominguez is playing Robert Aldana.
Well, and that's going to be an interesting match.
Well, it's a winner's side match. I'll be right back.
All righty. All right, you're stuck with me for a few minutes until Daniel gets back. And this stream being brought to you by POV, Point of View Pool, attempting to unite the world of billiards through all sorts of media. No small task, but nevertheless, we're doing it. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Kamui. Tips, chalk, you name it, Kamui does it. Also, be sure to track all the stats for this game, brought to you by Don Espinosa, the stat man, at pooltracks.net. Not only follow the statistics for this match, but for other matches that POV Pool has put on, he has all the statistics available for that. We thank you, Don. And in the meantime, Jason Williams working his way through this rack. It's a little straight on this 4-ball. I think he's got plenty of game, though, to get there for this 5. Pretty darn perfect after that shot on the 4. He's going to pocket the 5. He'll have good shape on the 6. This looks like a fairly routine out. Of course, in a tournament, long day, nothing is necessarily routine. But this guy's looking pretty strong on this rack.
All right, Jason looks like he has a chance here. He's got an odd...
he does.
He's got an odd little stroke there. He seems to lift his back arm up on the on the forward stroke.
Yeah, he does have a little bit of an interesting stroke.
By the way, guys, I just want to let you guys know the first established winner's side match for tomorrow.
Really? You have that already?
The first one established. Alex Pagulayan versus Amar Kang.
Oh, what a match that's going to be. I can't. When's that going to happen?
Well, I know it's going to be one of the first matches tomorrow. Whether or not we make that a stream match remains to be seen. You guys are going to have to log on tomorrow.
And demand. Make some demands.
We'll be streaming, I think, at 12 o'clock in the 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern.
Wow.
2 p.m. Central, Texas. 1 p.m. Mountain.
And hello to Paul Juarez out in our chat.
Yeah, Paul Juarez will be awake because his little baby Zoe will be waking him up.
Oh, boy, isn't
crying.
that the truth? Yes.
Actually, that'll be happening at 3 a.m.
Yes.
6 a.m.
Oh, boy.
9 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's life in that lane, and that's why the younger people have the little ones.
11 a.m. 1:30 p.m. Paul, you better be taking some time off work, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Jose. You are looking at a 2-rail or a 1-rail kick. I think he wants to spin it around or something. Not sure.
Well, just trying to figure out not only how to get there, but what's going to happen with that cue ball. So he's planning it out.
Oh,
well,
wow. He came so close to getting the one ball there.
He sure did.
That was a really, really good attempt. I mean, so accurate. You have to hit that so well.
Well, that's given up.
My name is Jose Parica.
Ball in hand to Sir Jason Williams there.
Yeah, and all he's got to do is connect the dots.
Yep. Pretty much a roadmap from here.
Easier said than done.
I know.
Easy for me. I'm in the chair.
That's right. We
watching.
always win from the chair. Are you kidding? He's got a really interesting style of play, Jason.
Well, I like his pre-shot routine. He really kind of takes his time, and it looks. And I think
he checks it out.
Jose's pace is actually helping him keep that in line.
Well, it looks like he does all of his thinking outside of the box.
Yeah, that's right. If you're a fan of Lee Brett, you know what I'm talking about.
That's right. I'm getting to be a fan. I'm halfway through the book.
That's right. Check out Lee Brett's Secret Art of Pool. New book out.
I really like. I like it so far.
Pretty well-known pool coach and instructor and player
in both snooker and regular.
Pool, Lee Brett.
Well, I do have to tell you, after I read the first half of that book that night, we were home.
That was a good. Wow.
Uh-oh. A little bit far.
He got out of line there.
So out of
line that he's now kicking.
I actually went into the room and ran a rack of balls. First time in quite a while.
Yeah, you told me that.
And I effortlessly. And I was like, wow. And the only thing, I only applied one concept that he had gone over in that book.
Thinking outside the box, right?
You got it. It was very interesting.
It might sound simple just listening to us talk about it, but you got to pick up The Secret Art of Pool and really read that book to understand what we mean by thinking outside the box.
Absolutely.
So
it's actually,
definitely get the book. The Secret Art of Pool.
Simplicity is best, though, I have to say. You start getting into all of this complex stuff, and it can actually mess your game up. He makes a lot of sense. Jose Parica back at the table with a 3-ball out. Not a particularly easy out. He's a little closer to the rail than he would like to be. It's a bit of a long shot, a lot of green in between the cue ball and the 6, and he's got to come back over for the 8. If he gets onto the 8 in good fashion, then the 9 should be not a problem. He's going to attempt to draw this cue ball off the side rail and come back over, and he just didn't stroke it enough, and he is very unhappy about this. He's got 3 choices here. He can cut this ball down in the corner, he can bank it into the opposite corner, and or he can play safe, split the ball, bring the cue ball back up, possibly behind the 9 here, and put the 8 ball on the end rail. Choices. It's all about choices. It looks like he's going to try to bank it and bring the cue ball back up here. Two-way. This is more of a two-way shot. No, he did. Boy. Okay. I think he should have gone for the other shot.
Here,
well,
yeah.
the other shot would have been a higher percentage. At least it would have been a two-way shot. So, but, you know, when you're down there as a player, you do what you feel is right.
That's true. You know, he's got a lot of experience, man.
Yes, he does.
This guy, he was matching up with Efren Reyes and Earl Strickland,
now, look at
30
this.
years ago.
Yeah, and look at this. This guy, Jason, he's left himself right down the center. This is no picnic. Not where you want to be on
as
the...
Jose would say, this is no picnic.
No picnic. Well, let's see how he handles this 9-ball shot. Boy, he's got a nice solid bridge, I'll say that. And he tried to cut it in, overcut it if you're going to miss it. Now, he got a bad roll here because the cue ball hit the tit on the side pocket there. Otherwise, the cue ball would have been down in the center of the table and would have left Jose safe. He just gave it to him because he knows Jose is not going to miss that ball. And there you have it. Jose was thrilled. Because he had pretty well given up that rack. All righty. And just like that.
Who's Mel?
Melinda.
Oh.
Melinda
Oh,
is
Melinda Wang.
she's actually in the middle of a match. The last I saw, I don't know what the score is, and I don't know I can't see her opponent. So we got a lot of people in the house here. We have very limited vision and on some of the other areas. Melinda was here in the booth with me for quite some time. We had a blast. I'll try to keep my eye on the table over there and give you an update on some of the other goings-ons if I can. Ernesto's match is 6-5, but I don't know who's ahead. All right, Jose just pushed out. So Jason's going to come up here and looks like he's probably going to play it safe on this 1 ball. Split, come back around and get behind the 4. I think he's left way too much of this ball for Jose to see.
All right. He
All
doesn't look too happy right now.
Yeah, no. Well, he didn't get to a rail is what happened. He came off the rail, kicked at the 1, played it too soft, and after making contact with the 1, did not get to a rail. So ball in hand for Jason here, who's going to draw this cue ball back up for this 2. Now he's going to float forward a couple of rails and come back around for the 3. Pretty darn perfect, and now he'll just draw off the rail here after pocketing the 3 and come back for the 4. As long as he doesn't get too straight in on the, even if he gets straight in, he could draw it back for the 6. He's in good shape here. Wide open rack. Not much a whole lot Jose can do, but sit and watch. Boy, did he draw it. He did get, just like I said, you know, he got straight on that 4, but it's all right. He drew it right back. He's all right. Calculating where he really wants to be with this cue ball. In order to get, it's not the 7 ball, it's the 9 that he's worried about getting onto the 9 from the 7. So he wants to make sure that he gets correct on the 7. I don't think he really wanted to leave himself on the rail. Nobody likes shooting off of the rail, but it's kind of where he ended up with the position that he had on the 6. Came a little bit far on this for the 9, but he'll be all right. Well, and there you go. Commentator's curse strikes again.
Yeah, but he leaves Jose
Yeah,
long.
he left. He missed it on the correct side, pro side.
Yeah. Jose will probably go for this. He'll just cut it in.
Really?
You don't think so?
My
huh?
name, Jose Parica. I cut. I do long cut.
Yeah, my name is Jose.
My name, Jose. I cut like butter.
I'm telling you, it looks like he's poised to bank it.
I think he is going to bank it. I don't know.
You know, he doesn't like it either way.
Well, also we've got a player behind him, and I think that slowed him down here a little bit.
You mean Robert Aldana?
Nobody likes to attempt a really hard shot when somebody is racking balls right on top of you in the back. So
Doesn't seem to be bothering him now. He's
well,
back down.
I know.
Here we go. Come on, buddy.
Well, he's Filipino. They're unsharkable. Okay, you called it, my friend.
My name is Jose.
Your
Parica.
name, Jose Parica.
Yeah, but look what
Because
happened.
two-way shot. Yeah, but two-way shot.
Yeah, he hit the pro side.
That's right.
It was a good shot.
If he misses, no harm, no foul. And he leaves it right on the rail down there.
Yeah, I mean,
How's that for speed?
I gotta tell you, I mean, I know Jason's a good player, but Jason's probably going, "What the hell do I do here?"
Well, you got some choices.
Well, he knows that this shot is so low percentage.
I know.
He knows that he's.
So you might as well go. You might as well go for the make.
He's kind of cocking his head a little bit, thinking, I got barely any chance to make this ball, and if and when I miss, I'm probably going to leave him a shot. So Jose's probably thinking the same thing. I've won this game.
Yeah, except for this is 9-ball, and you just kind of don't know what could contract.
Right.
That's a pretty darn good. That's about the best you could do for a safety.
Yeah.
Under that circumstance, unless your name is Don Nimitz. Don Nimitz would have separated those balls. They both would have been on the opposite rails,
yeah.
stuck to the rail itself, and you would have just been shaking your head going, how the hell did he do that?
Well, you know, he was just trying to play smart. That's, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe he's not cowboy like some of us, or cowgirl. Gets me into trouble sometimes.
Yes, but his name is Jose Parica.
Parica. Oh my God.
Yeah, but
Okay, that
look
was-
at the way he hits it. He
I
hits it
know.
so that if he misses,
That's right. It doesn't
and it's
come.
just, that's what makes a professional player, you know?
Yeah.
He's playing this as though he were playing Nick Varner or Mika Immerman.
Yeah, absolutely he is.
He's not doing anything differently that he would do with any other player. That's what I like about Jose.
And right back at you, Jose, says Jason.
Yeah.
You want to try it again? That's what he's saying to him. Good shot. Now, you know, this is a, what is this, Daniel? Safety battle. Safety battle. Gotta love it. See, this is where I learned. How many ways can you play safe?
That's right.
You know, because this shot comes up all the time. And different players will play it differently on the safe. All right, look at this. Look at this. 3 rail bank,
Oh my goodness.
and it goes into the side pocket. He's grinning. People on the rail are grinning. And Ernesto Dominguez's match down there, somebody is on the hill. Not sure if it's Ernesto or his opponent, but it's hill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hill 5. And I can't tell in Melinda's match here.
I'm sorry, Barbara. What was the score here?
Where? Oh, with Jose?
2-1.
Well, Jose,
Jose
just
2 and Jason 1.
yes. Well, actually,
I'll find out. I'll find out.
yeah. No.
Just give me a second. It's okay. You know.
All right, he's letting me off the hook. Meantime, Emmeline Collado, who was here narrating with me, commentating with me in the booth a while back, looks like she's in a match with George Pagalayan. That would be Alex Pagalayan's distant cousin from the Philippines. They all came from the same village, I was told. Nice guy, nice smile. And that's looks like who she's
All right, it's 3-1.
she's
Jose.
playing. And she won the lag, and it looks like they're just starting the match. So I'll try to keep you informed of that also.
It's 3-1 Jose, and also Melinda Wang just won her match.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yay!
I don't know what the score was, but I asked her if she won. She said yes.
It was like 8 from the beads up there. It doesn't look like
looks like 8-0.
8-0 or something. Holy cow. Holy moly. And all that kind of stuff. Man. All right. Okay, Jose just pushed out. Jason didn't like it. He's going to give it right back to him. Jose was not completely happy with where the push out ended up. And now he's looking at kicking this ball from behind into the side pocket. Trying to line up the angles here. If he successfully kicks it in the side, his potential for getting on the 2 is greatly accelerated.
Okay. Wow. Look at this.
Yeah, wow.
Look at this. Oh my
All
goodness.
right, he's got a big grin on his face.
Well, yeah, but you know, this is a makeable 2-rail kick.
Yes, it is. And if your name was Daniel Bush, you'd probably make it.
He just did.
He just did, just like that. He didn't even think about that. He just went boom, boom, bang, bang.
Yeah. Well,
and around it came.
that's why Jose was laughing to himself when he got the kick safe that he wanted, but he didn't get that safe. Cue ball position,
Yeah, but
not
still,
object ball
I
position.
mean, come on. I mean, he's got work to do here. This is not just a follow the map, road map here. He's looking. All right. That was a little bit of a wrong choice there for Jason and how he hit that. And he may pay for that mistake. As Jose comes up to the table going, all righty then. This now has become a little bit of a road map. And Jose's at the table, so... Congratulations to Melinda Wang, who won her match. Yay.
Yeah.
And
Mary Rankin got knocked to the one-loss side by Deo Alpajora.
oh, but she's still in, though.
She's still in.
And Emmeline has been undefeated so far. She's over there playing now.
That's right. She's on her third match of the day. And
Against George Pagalayan.
Yeah. And speaking of other women in pool, Mary Avina is actually in the hospital right now with a fever. And June Almonte has rushed to the hospital to be at her aid. And let's all just think good thoughts for Mary right
Absolutely.
now. Mary Avina.
Great girl, fun girl. All right, Jose's kind of making his way through this rack now, and I look over here at the caddy corner table, and Emmeline has a nice shot on this 9-ball for a game. Let's see if she pulls this off, and she does. Avoids the scratch, and yeah, great. And the match between Ernesto and Robert Aldana is Hill 7-7. With Ernesto breaking on the final rack of that match. What happened here? I'm busy watching the other matches, and all of a sudden, Jose is not at the table anymore. What'd I miss?
I don't know. I'm monitoring chat right now.
Aha. Okay, well, the cue ball has now gone to the other side. Jason Williams. I'm trying to kind of watch 3 matches now at the same time, so I'm
sorry.
multitasking. How's that?
All right, so Jason
looks like he's out on
taking
this
down,
rack. Gonna take it down
to sneak up on Jose, who is now only up 3-2.
Emmeline just played a great safety against George. You know, she's been playing good. And George just managed to hit the 1 ball, but has left Emmeline an open rack now. Meanwhile, the Robert Aldana and Ernesto Dominguez match. They got a little, had a little safety thing going on here, but Ernesto is now at the table with an open rack, so we'll see how this plays out.
Well, that was a great break.
Yes, it was.
Brought to you by Kamui Tips.
There you go. Gotta love that.
Yeah.
I love my Kamui tips.
Jason just he wiped out the
Yeah,
the
he
rack
sure did.
right there.
He sure did. It just
Man.
looks like this is a dream. It's a 6-ball. He's not playing 9-ball. He's playing 6-ball. It's
Yeah,
a dream.
That's true. That's right. Exactly.
Exactly. All right, Ernesto's back at the table with a. They're still going after this 1 ball after the break at a hill match over here behind this table. All right, now he got a little funny on this 4.
Yeah, I mean, but
A little bit.
he, if he's a shot maker, he could just make this, and he'll be okay for the 5.
Yeah, but who wants to,
He's back in line.
I know.
He should be all right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You want to be
still.
perfect, Perfection. You don't want to have to make those hard shot maker shots.
No, you don't. You're right. Yeah, sorry, folks. Mauricio in the chat room was asking if Maria Venus from Hard Times in Bellflower. Yes, she is from down in
Originally,
Bellflower.
yes.
And
then they were living, I believe, in Bakersfield or Fresno or somewhere.
Oh, really?
now.
Did
Yeah.
they live up north now?
Well, they kind of
she's
live in the
moved
middle.
around a couple
Yeah,
times
no. Well,
in the
he got
past couple
he got
years.
some work. I believe it was in
That's right.
Bakersfield or Fresno,
Fresno.
and
Yeah, I
so
think
that's where
Fresno.
they're located right now. Not forever, but for like the next year.
Yeah. And they stopped into Reno
And they've been down to
last week.
Hard Times.
We saw them for half an hour. We just keep missing them. They're we're trying to become good friends and spend more time and hang out. And now Mary's a little sick, so happy thoughts for Mary.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hope she. Okay, Emmeline Collado just won her match. Or not, excuse me. Won another game. It is 2-0 against George Pagalayan.
Meanwhile,
I think.
back on the stream, Jason has tied the match up. It's now 3-3 in a race to 8.
I'm glad you're on top of that, honey, because I've been kind of watching some of these other goings-ons here.
Well, I just got lucky, actually. I'm not really on top of things right now. They're kind of on top of me.
Is that
They're
right?
Just kind of telling me what to do here. Just kind of one thing at a time.
My name, Jose Parica. All right, I'm keeping an eyeball back on this Ernesto Robert Aldana match.
Look at this.
Match.
9-ball goes in. No, didn't go in.
Well, when it counted. In this tournament format, folks, if you it's a rack your own. If the 9-ball goes in the lower 2 pockets there, it will be spotted, and the breaker will continue to play on.
Yeah, I don't know much about this Jason Williams. He's holding his own, though.
Yes, he is.
Just keeping up.
He's looking at this 1-9 here,
Yeah, this is a carom.
and
right
I think
here.
he's going for it.
Doesn't look that hard, actually. It's not going to go.
Nope. Personally, I wouldn't have gone for the carom. I would have just gone for the slice because it would have put my cue ball back over with a possible hook. But call me silly.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to think those shots through a little bit. But supposing he does go for the cut and he misses,
I know.
and then maybe he leaves a 1-9 combo.
True. I thought about that too. I'm always
A
thinking.
lot of variables. I
am always thinking, contrary to popular belief.
Ernesto right now. Ernesto Dominguez in the middle of a match.
Ball in hand. Hill.
Robert Aldana. It's Hill.
And he doesn't
There
really have
are
a
6
pocket for
balls
the
on
two.
There are 6 balls on the table, and Ernesto's got ball in hand. Looks like he's about to play a carom on the 2-9.
Yeah, he's going to just come right off the 2, go into the 9.
And
Whammo.
it doesn't go, but it's an automatic
Safe.
safety.
Automatic. All right. Jose trying to figure out what he's going to do after pocketing this one.
Well, there's no 4-9 combo.
I know.
And there's really no easy path to the 4-ball with an open pocket. So now he's thinking about the actual 1-9 combo somehow.
Well, this would be a one-pocket player play, would it not? Is he going to come off the end rail with the one ball back up? Looks like that's what he might be doing.
Well, he's looking like he's going to double bank, but he's kind of in the kiss zone. So he might double kiss the cue against the 1. He's got to play this with speed, or he's just going to go to make it.
Yeah, he sure did. Look at that.
Well, look at that. That wasn't bad. He got
nice.
Really good shape on the 4. That was an ideal shot.
Yes,
Perfect
it was.
speed.
Very, very well executed. Because he's Jose Parica.
My name is Jose Parica. I'm telling you, the guy he's nobody to mess with, I tell you.
Ernesto just played a safe on the 2 with Robert Aldana, who has successfully hit it.
That's right, folks. We're looking at the match.
And are engaged in a safety battle.
Just ahead of Jose's here. Okay, 5-9 combo.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick rack.
There it goes. All right, so that bumps Jose up ahead of Jason Williams. Score is now 4-3.
All right. There's excitement here at California Billiard Club in Mountain View. That Chet Itow 3rd Annual Memorial Tournament, brought to you by POV, Point of View Pool, and sponsored by Kamui. Great tips, chalk, you name it. And Pool Tracks, Don Espinosa, the stat man, keeping track of everybody's statistics, not only for this event this weekend, but other events that we have streamed to date. And we will be here the entire weekend bringing you live action with the top pros from all over the place, gathered here for this great event.
Also, folks, just another interesting tidbit for you guys. The Reno Bar Box Championship, the World PPA Championship, and several other players that have won tournaments in the past week or so. All the results and articles for those events are in the latest version of the Pool Player, the latest issue of the Pool Player magazine, Don Arklow's Pool Player magazine, which can be found on the Break News. Be sure to check out On the Break News for the World PPA results, the Reno results.
Okay, he's a little straight on this. Well, I think he's got enough. He can slide that cue ball over. Actually doesn't have to do much of anything. I think the 3 is right in front of that side pocket there. Just has to make sure he wants to be on the correct side of it is all.
Congratulations to Stacy Alsop for taking the cover of the magazine, the Pool Player magazine.
Absolutely.
She took the front cover of that.
She plays on the Arizona tour.
Of this issue of the Pool Player magazine.
Although I think she's out of Vegas. Is she not out of Vegas? I think she is out of Vegas. I think she and Rebecca Wagner both come over from Vegas.
We met her in Arizona, but I think you're right. I think she plays out of Vegas. All right, so the score is now 4-2. I'm sorry, 4-3.
Meanwhile, Ernesto and
They're still battling out that
safety
hill
battle.
game.
Safety battle has ensued.
Okay,
Oh
hold
my-
on.
Wow.
Wow. Robert just
Oh my God.
got lucky.
Yeah, he sure did.
All right, so anyway, Jose is running out.
As Jose can do.
He's a little out of line here.
Yeah, he overstroked that, and he's sitting there saying, "Wow, how did that go so far?"
Yeah.
Well, when you got a stroke like that, cue ball travels.
He's all right, though.
Oh yeah, are you kidding? Look at this. Oh, now he's still frowning.
Yeah, well,
Cracks me up.
He's 4 millimeters off. What do you expect?
Yeah, I know. I'd be so lucky to be 4 millimeters off. And my name, Jose Parica.
Nice run.
I run racks.
5-3.
All right, they're going to take a break.
Okay, it's break time.
Break time.
Miller time.
I think that's a good idea.
That's right.
I'll be back.
Oh, lucky you. All right.
Did you want to take a break? I'll stay.
Go ahead. Come on back.
No, it's all right.
No. Go ahead. I got this.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All righty then. I'll be back momentarily.
Jose, looking like a practice rack right here is what he's taking. Unless, there's a chance Jason just said, go ahead, keep playing. I'll trust the commentators to watch this match. Oscar, who won it?
My dad won Hill Hill.
Ernesto won Hill against Robert Aldana. Okay. I missed the last shot. I heard everybody clapping, but wow, what a good shot this is. And yeah, Jose was just playing through here. There was no break. Jason went to catch a quick smoke, but he's back now to take his shot. Ernesto Dominguez beats Robert Aldana, who has been he's been doing really well. He's had a good run in the last few rounds. He beat Oscar Dominguez in the first stream match of the day today. Okay. This is this is what separates the pros from the intermediates here is, Jose's really taking his time. There's two balls very close together. Two relatively easy shots, but he's taking his time. He wants to line these up right, and he wants to run out and win. That's what a champ does. They take their time. They think about what they're going to do with the ball. Jose tends to be very hard on himself. I've noticed that about him. But you know, he's a perfectionist, as most pool players can be. It looks like he's almost straight. He's kind of on the wrong angle. I think he's thinking about really stroking this back and bringing the cue ball off the top rail so that he can come back down for the 5-ball in the corner. Because that's the line at which the cue ball will pass the 5 if he draws right back. He's looking at that line. That's exactly what a beautiful shot that was. That is how you get back in line. That's a great shot. Once again, you know, any other player like you or me might just take a quick swing at this, but Jose is weighing all the options. Oh, man. But you gotta make the shot. Yeah, he jumped up. Nice ball speed there. Good shot by Jason. Capitalizing on the mistake here. Jose is feeling the pressure, I think, at this point. He knows that he can afford to lose this game, but he does not want Jason to creep too far ahead of him. And Parica still has a lead here. He's got a 1-game lead. Jason's got some work to do. But as I had stated, you know, Jose has a tendency to be very hard on himself. Very high standards. He's been playing a long time. This guy has a very powerful break. Hey, nice win, man. Oh, man. So close. Made me nervous, bro. I was just congratulating Ernesto Dominguez there for beating Robert Aldana. ATG, you're out of here. Is that you leaving?
What'd I miss?
Well, Jose just lost a game. He was running out and gave it back to Jason, who, expertly cleared the last 4 balls on the table. So now Jose's got another chance at this rack. He's still up 1 game on Jason. It's nice 5 games to 4.
Nice briefing.
And Jose's looking at making it 6-4. But please stand by. I'm about to find out if there's another match coming up next on the stream table. So give me a moment. I'll leave you here with the barbecue. And I'm also going to take a quick break.
Good for you.
All right.
You deserve it.
Oh, so do you. So we all deserve a break today.
That's exactly. I had mine. Go for it.
All right. I'll be right back.
Haha. All right. Jose Parica in rare form, always laying over the table, usually has a leg up in the air. And anybody who says pool is not physical, try playing it. All right. I don't think he has any other option but going for this 6-9 combo. And I think he's going to go for it. All right, he's going to go for it. He's lining it up, and he's smiling. He says, let me look at this one more time. Oh, he's looking at a couple of different things here. I think he's trying to figure out if he misses what's going to be happening with this cue ball. Oh, my bad. I did not see from this angle. That 6 ball went right by that 9 ball. Wow. Okay. This is why we need another camera, folks. All right, Jose takes down another one. There you have it. And just like that, Jose Parica is now at 6 games. And Jason Williams, 4. Being brought to you live here at California Billiards by POV, Point of View Pool.
Good players. And
we now have an update on the next match coming up, so stay tuned. We have Brian Parks and Rodney Wynn. So stay tuned. We'd like to thank Kamui, our proud sponsor. Makers of fine pool products. And of course, the Statman at pool-tracks.net for all your statistical information. Thank you, Don Espinosa. Jose's taking a good look at this 1 ball. And he's lining up this 9. because it's a natural attempt on it. Boy, it's a happening place in here tonight. This place is filling up even more. We've got railbirds lined up all over the place. A lot of action going on here. A lot of pool action. Wow. He did absolutely go for that 9 ball on the corner. Can't tell whether the 1 ball goes past the 7 in this corner. I don't quite think it does. Somebody in the chat room wanted to know how much money we need for another camera. Well, if we want one of the same quality, I think we paid around $1,600 or so for the one that we do have. It's full HD. Yeah, they're not cheap. And we would like to have 2, however. But like everybody else right now, you know, we're a little tight on the money and budgets, and we've had to buy software and other additional things for the stream. So one thing at a time, that's for sure. And, you know, Daniel's very committed to bringing quality streaming and does not want to settle for a camera of lesser quality, for sure. So we will eventually get that second camera. If you'd like to donate us a little bit to us to get that, just log on to povpool.com, click on the donate button with the PayPal. Even if it's $5, it all counts. Appreciate all of you here. You are the reason we're here, that's for sure. Thank you, Ed, in the chat room. He says, keep streaming and he'll donate. Gotta love it. Oh, he went for another possible 9 ball shot and a built-in safety to boot. Wow, very nice. Pocket Billiards here in the chat room says $20 a mod works for me. And you know, that's just terrific, guys. You're all contributing to a very, very worthy cause. We're really trying to bring pool to everybody. It's really a passion of ours, and Daniel is so committed. Well, we both are, for sure. I say Daniel because I still have kind of a daytime job, and Daniel has really decided to devote all of his time to this endeavor. And I'm backing him up 100% on it, for sure. Jose stretched again out over the table and misses this 1 ball. Scratching his head. Bringing Jason back to the table here. He does not have a clean look at the 1, but some masse action. Could indeed pocket this 1 and come back around for the 1. I mean, excuse me, the 2. Now, he was trying to slow that 3 down from running too far into that 9 with a little body English. So now it's just a matter of pocketing this 2. Think he's going to come around a couple of rails for the 3. No, he's going to try to hold it. Okay. Good shot. We sure want to thank everybody for joining us today and this weekend. Make sure to let all your friends know. Pop on in. Increasing our numbers helps us also. We've been steadily rising in the correct direction on our numbers on the stream, so really, really appreciate all of you out there. Jason in line for a good run out here. Got a bit of an unconventional stroke, this guy. If you'll notice, when he strokes through the ball, his back arm raises up slightly. But like a lot of great pool players that have unconventional methods of shooting, they grow up with it. It works for them, then they keep it, and they do quite well. All right, he's in good line on this run out now. Pretty much a road map. And there you have it. Boy, this is looking good for Jason, for sure. And Emmeline Collado is in a tight match with George Pagaline over here on a table that's just out of your view on the stream here. I'll try to keep you posted. Oh boy, he banked that ball in. Yeah, he's letting out a big breath. Don't blame him. Good evening to Big Marshall, who just joined us in the chat room. Hola. All right, and another one goes on the wire for Jason against the my name, Jose Parica. So he's inching his way back up into this match here now. It is 6-5, Jose Parica versus Jason Williams. In a race to 8. For those of you that have never been here to California Billiard Club in wonderful Mountain View, gorgeous area and a fantastic pool hall. Chet Itow was the owner and really did it right. Wonderful food, wonderful service, a real delight to be here. Great equipment, plenty of space for the pro players, a space for the recreational players. He's got a little bit of everything. This room really does have it all. Jason slicing this one in, comes back around for the 2. He's going to play the 2 on the side and come back. Hold it right there for the 4. He'll just draw this over a little bit for the 5 in the opposite corner. Wants to avoid that 9 ball, however. Perfect. And now he'll come off this side rail and come back up over for the 6. He's looking to make sure he doesn't want to run into the 7. He's got to get into the line for this 6. He's got a little bit of a problem with the 7 and the 9 ball, which are both a little bit big in this circumstance. He's putting a lot of left-hand spin on this ball. Good speed, perfectly executed. Although he didn't necessarily want to be on the rail, but he's all right. He'll just float the cue ball over to the rail and back for the 7. Play the 7 in the top left-hand corner. Oh, wow. All right. It was a road map. Now it's a road map for Jose Parica. Wow. I bet he didn't think he was going to get back to the table. And here he is with a wide open 4-ball out. I'm not quite sure what Jason did on that shot. I think he might have gotten a little upset that he was on the rail and it might have gotten into his head. I don't know. Jose's been overstroking the balls a little bit here in this rack, leaving himself a little tougher than he needs to be. He's now going to have to come around 3 rails in order to get shape on this 8. Going to have to put a little left-hand English on this. Come around the 9. Did he get there? Better keep rolling. He's willing it to roll. Now he underhit it a little bit. He went from one extreme to the other. He's smiling. He says, that's all right. I can still get out from here. Because my name is Jose Parica. See how he does. Not today. Not on this table. Not at this time. Okay. Well, what can he do but grin? He's given Jason a shot to get back in here. He doesn't want it either. All right. Who wants this rack? Well, somebody's going to win it. Well, there you go. Now, where's this cue ball going to end up? Boy, he's really struggling a little bit with the speed control on this particular table in this match. And there you go. He finally, somebody gets this rack. And he puts Jose Parica on the hill against Jason Williams versus Jason Williams, I'm sorry, at 5. It's anybody's match, however. It's a race to 8. Emmeline Collato's match over here, it looks like it is... I can't quite tell the score, unfortunately. She's playing George Pagalian. Jose with the break, pockets the ball. All right, he's lining up to see where he wants to be on this 2. Or safe. because he's looking at this one in this corner. I don't think the one goes past the 6. I see what's happening. He's going to pocket this in the opposite. Nope, he was going to use the 6 and come back around. I did not like that shot. And that's why you miss. And this potentially sell out. Brings Jason back to the table here with fairly open rack, actually. If you stay in line, you should be out from here. Jason needs to keep down on this rack, not make any mistakes, get out of shape. Cannot afford a mistake here because Jose is on the hill. Yep. Maybe I should stop talking. Commentator's curse. A strikes again. Oi, oi, oi. All right, well. Let's see if one of these guys can actually get through this rack. All right, Jose's busy working on his tip. Wants to make sure he doesn't miscue here. Can't blame him. All right. You know, watching Jose play, he's so is amusing because he's so used to being exactly where he wants to be with that cue ball, and when he doesn't get there, he's just not a happy camper. He's a little long, but this is certainly a makeable 6. It's just not where he wanted to be. But again, you know, it's getting late. There's been a lot of pool played today. He was using the bridge. You know, I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I'm just saying that, you know, this can happen. And then again, who knows when the last time was he ate. Boy, he had beautiful shape on that 7, too. He's really shaking his head on this. Yeah, this tournament here started today. We started streaming it. Well, they started the tournament at noon. We actually were in here earlier than that. And it's now, what, 10:36 here in California. That was a nice bank from Jason. And we're probably going to be here for quite some time tonight because they're trying to work this field down to 24 players out of 101. from this morning. Have no idea when we'll get done today. All right, well, he should be out from here. Right now, well, you know, about an hour and a half ago, we had 32 players left, I think. I'm not sure where we're at right now in terms of who's left.
All right, hey everybody.
All right, boy, he was watching that go down. Hey, you're back.
Yes,
Yay.
yes, ma'am. I'm here.
All right. Well, Jason just got another one on the wire here, so he's tightened this match up. Jose had a chance at the out.
Oh, okay.
And gave it back.
Sneaking up on him, huh?
That's right. He's doing the sneakaroo.
7-6.
7-6.
You know what? I tell you what. I love watching this guy's break.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This guy's got a real strong break.
Yes, he does. Really throws the body into it there.
Okay. Well, nothing goes in. No real shot on the one.
I think Jose just wanted to close this out last rack and, you know, just didn't quite make the grade on that. I said it was maybe because he was hungry and it's been a long day and sounded good to me.
Yeah, believe it or not, you know, Parica's ahead one game, but Jason's actually shooting a higher average against Jose.
Thanks to Pool Tracks.
Yeah, Jason Williams is shooting 790, and Jose Parica is shooting 731. Out of a possible 1,000. Well, Tony Torres apparently is sick in bed.
Sorry,
and,
Tony, get
couldn't
well.
make it here to the Chet event.
Well, you know, Mark Griffin was ill too, and now
Mary Avina.
and now
sick.
Mary Avina. Well, I hope everybody gets better and gets through it. Must be that time of the season.
Change of seasons.
Change of seasons, yeah. Well, maybe that and a little pressure of the pool world. You never know. Okay, nice safety by Jose there, trying to protect his one rack lead. Smart play. All right, next up on this table, folks, is going to be Brian Parks and
Rodney Wynn.
There you go. There you have it.
Jose's got a tough rack ahead of him here.
Yes, he does. Let's see what he decides to do with all of this. He's in control, so that's one thing. Better than sitting and watching. I'd rather be at the table, that's for sure. At least I can be able to attempt to control something. You can't control much when you're seated. How's the music there in the chat room? We need a little feedback on. We've got a lot of music background going on here. Is it okay? Other than they should play better music.
Yeah, they're hipping and hopping right now.
You know, I love the guys in the chat room. They're great. All right, Jose's looking at this now. The 3-ball is next. The 9 is a big helper for the 3 in the corner. He also needs to control the cue ball to come back for the 4. Or he can play safe. There's just options going on all over here.
Looks like he's trying to break out. He might, well, no, he's drawing back.
Yes.
Oh, he's not going to like this.
No, he's not. And this is what happened to him the last rack when you were on break. He just, the speed on the table, has not been conquering that speed issue.
Well, it's late.
Yes.
A lot of matches have been played.
And I'm just wondering, you know, has he eaten or?
Well, he's going to leave Jason real long here.
Well, he's going to play safe.
Maybe not that long. Look at that. He's not even happy about that. He wanted to leave him. He was directly in line to leave a good safe on the 4 behind the 7-6 there, that little cluster.
Yeah, but still, you know, I mean, there's work to do here for sure. Went for the 9. Look at that. And I don't think he got there with the safe. I think it's he's left this 4-ball wide open. Parica's got to be happy about this. However, the 6 is a big problem here. Unless you're going to figure out how to break it up after you hit the 5, which you will have an angle to do if you leave yourself the right angle.
I don't think a breakout's in order. I think you just got to line the cue ball up to play an automatic safety. It's the best way to really execute this situation.
I don't think he's going to do that, but we'll see. I think he's going to run right over into those balls. You might be right. Oh my God, $1?
Sure.
No, I don't want to bet you $1. I would have won $1.
Look at the breakout.
I would have won $1. How come I never take my bet when I win?
Well, you know, Jose's not happy because he can't cut this in. He's got to bank this.
I know. No, he's going to go
bank at this.
He's going to go into the 9. That's what he's going to do.
I don't know if he's going to do that because he's going to lock it behind the 8.
Oh, all right. Okay, well then you got the dollar.
There you go. Jail time. Jail time, buddy. Jail time.
Oh, God. Okay. You're cracking me up now. Don't make me laugh either, because my rib hurts when I laugh.
Yeah.
No laughing, sneezing, breathing in deep, or coughing. Other than that, we're good to go.
Welcome to the Crack Rib Club. It's a special club.
Special, yeah, specialty club.
Well, Marshall is going to have to take a swing at this, and, you know, he's probably going to try to kick it in the side with a two. Oh, so did I say Rodney? I said Marshall. That's because Marshall's on the stream.
Yeah, there you go.
Marshall's in the chat room, and I said Marshall. Oh, he didn't need to kick. Oh, he tried to ride the 9.
Oh, yeah, he sure did.
Oh.
Well, we have lots of matches after this one, folks.
No, we don't. We don't have lots.
We don't?
We have like 2.
Oh, I thought we had lots.
I don't know if we have lots. We have like 1 or 2.
Well, we have one for sure
We
coming
have
up.
Brian Parks and Rodney Wynn coming up next.
Yeah, that's
They're
the
both-
next.
I think they're both from up in this neck of the woods.
Well, they're
But
not-
Brian is a pretty good player. I played him before. Played him here last year.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, and we played snooker together,
I
Which
love
was-
snooker.
which was kind of an
Wait.
embarrassing.
Snooker.
Snooker,
I have
yeah.
to.
In fact, I had a meeting today with Bob Jewett, who is the Secretary Treasurer of the USSA, the United States Snooker Association, to discuss streaming snooker matches here from the United
Oh,
States.
yes. When is that meeting
and
happening?
it went very well.
Oh, you already met?
Yes.
I haven't been. Oh, my God. We both have to take a break. I have to get briefed on what went down. You all don't care if we all leave. Isn't that right? Oh, I'm so excited to hear.
So you guys all brace yourselves. There might be some snooker to be had very soon.
Oh, I'm so excited, Daniel. I think that's awesome. I can't wait to hear about all of it. And you were just keeping that from me.
I was just holding it back.
Yeah, you were. What the hell?
Well, you know, we have to discuss it. A lot of logistics. You know, it's a new audience. There's a time difference. There's a lot of things involved in making this a successful venture.
Yeah, understood.
But the most important thing is that we definitely want to continue promoting Q Sports, including, you know, snooker, billiards, if
absolutely,
possible.
absolutely.
I definitely want to get into streaming One Pocket.
Oh, I know. You've been talking about that for a while.
All right, so let's give you guys a recap on what's going on here. Is
Oh, yeah.
Jason, it's Jason's shot, and Jose is a little
Did
flustered
Jason
by
take
the
a
fact
break?
that Jason went off and just kind of took an arbitrary break. He didn't
I thought they have to be between matches.
really
or
say
games.
anything. He just walked off. So
Interesting.
I don't know what this is going to do for. I mean, Jose's not the kind of guy that's going to go tell a referee anything, but
No.
you know, rules are rules. You can't just go running off
Well, not in the middle of a game
in the
normally.
middle of a match like that. So I don't know. It is his shot, and you are allowed a 5-minute break.
Well, different tournaments
I
have
don't think he
different.
said anything. So
I
that's-
think they have different rules on that. Some tournaments it doesn't matter as long as your shot. Others say it can't be done in the middle of the game. It has to be done between games. So I think it's up to the tournament director really to make that kind of a call on when the break can be taken.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what's happening here.
I've played
I don't know what's going
tournaments
on.
where it's been different rules on that.
Hold on a second.
Jose, where's Jason? Oh, there he is.
Just as soon as I said, "Where's Jason?" he's like, "I'm back. I'm back."
Yeah, maybe he had to use the men's room. Emergency. Who knows?
You know, stuff happens, right? What goes in must come out. What goes up must go down.
Okay, I'm leaving all that alone. I'm going to move right along.
That's right. Pool stats guy in the chat room says unhealthy to hold it. It'll harden your arteries.
Oh, boy.
About 3 months, man.
All right, Emmeline is still in her match over there with George Pagalion. Looks like she's... Oh, I don't know. It may be over. Looks like it is over.
Yeah. She doesn't have a very happy look on her face.
No, I don't think she won. I think George won. As soon as we find out, we'll give you an update.
All right. So Jason's looking at a long 6. He doesn't really want to bring this. He's got to try to feather this ball and bring the cue ball behind that cluster. At the
Or
other
come
end of the
back up
table.
for the 9.
There we go. Look at this. This might be perfect.
I'm telling you,
It's not perfect.
it is not perfect.
Oh, man. You know what happens? The cue ball actually moved back a couple millimeters, and I think that's all that Jose needed to get a clear shot of this 6.
I think you're right. Somebody wants to know if there's a lion in the house, and there certainly is a lion in the house.
That's right.
There's actually 2 lions in the house. Alex and his cousin George.
That's right, folks. If you guys are interested in watching snooker, live stream snooker, in fact, just as a little experiment, start a little thread on AZ Billiards about streaming snooker. Let's see if it can create kind of a buzz. See if we can get some sponsors involved.
Buzzing. Whoa. All right. Well, here he goes. Is this or is it not going to be a hill match? Waiting with bated breath. It looks like it's going to be a hill match. Look at this. Will not be the first hill match today that we've had on here on the stream. California Billiards Club here in wonderful Mountain View. A lovely area. It was a great drive up, wasn't it, Daniel?
This is Hill.
That's what I just said. Another hill match that we've had here today on the stream.
I think this is the second one or
I
the
think it
third
is.
one all day. And Jose's got to be a little upset about this situation.
Yeah, what was the score before the Jason started his comeback here? I think it was 7-4,
Well, he had him
7-5, 6-4.
I don't remember. I took a break, so.
Yeah, that messes you up. I know. You come back and you're like,
He had a 2-game lead on him.
wow.
One goes
look
down.
at this. Yeah, 2 balls so far. 2 balls. It's all that's gonna go.
3 ball. No, 5.
No, 2
7
balls.
ball.
Yeah.
7 ball on the 1 ball.
All right, Jose is shaking his head here. All right, Jason keeps getting down on this 2 ball, wiping his forehead. Just not quite comfortable. And he's trying to get comfortable with it.
Well, 5 is blocking the pocket, I think, a little.
Well, not
I think
only that,
half
he's
a
got
pocket.
to. Not only that, he's got to get onto the 3.
I don't think he has any of a pocket. Wow. What
Okay,
a
I
crazy
wasn't.
shot.
I wasn't.
To play
I
at
was
at
not
a time
expecting
like
that.
this.
I was not expecting
Wow.
that. Are you kidding?
That was phenomenal,
Okay.
guys.
All right. That was over the top.
Absolutely crazy. A lot of heart to play that shot.
Man, you're not a kidding. Kabam.
I gotta tell you, Jason's in line here. He can spin around,
I know.
get between that 8-4-9 cluster, and get shape. But he's playing it with follow, so I don't know what's happening here. Okay. No, he didn't get there. Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, yes, he did. Wow. And he's looking up to the
he's
pool
looking up at
gods.
the stars, man.
Yeah, he's looking up to those pool gods
Yeah.
going, thank you. Thank you very much.
Who are the pool gods anyway? What are their names?
I don't know, and I don't know what their names are, and I don't know what gender they are, but I'm very familiar with them when they never show up. Oh, boy. All right, Spanky here in the chat room. Our good friend Christopher Fitzgerald seems to think that the pool gods are female. I don't know about that.
Is this going to go? Is this going to be a Jason Williams match?
Well,
This looks like it's done.
take a look at it. Pretty shocking. He's got a real solid bridge hand. Look at this. Look at this, Daniel. Wow. Wow.
What an upset.
What a comeback. What an upset.
I mean,
Parica.
kudos to Jason Klatt. I mean, he
Parica.
ran that rack like a champ. I mean,
Absolutely.
That combo was
I know the combo was
ridiculous.
phenomenal to
That was
start it off with.
just retarded.
And Parica's
he
going,
did
what
it.
happened? Que pasó?
Yeah, he's rolling his eyeballs. I
Que
am
pasó?
Jason Williams.
Oh my God, I can't
am
believe you just
Jason
did that.
Williams.
Okay, touche. That was
All right, guys.
that was funny.
That makes it
Wow.
8-7. Jason Williams.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
we got another match coming up for you right now. That is going to be Brian Parks versus Rodney Wynn.
And we'll be right back.
We'll be
Or at
right
least
back.
I'll be right back.
Thanks
I
for
don't know about
watching.
you.
POV Pool.